Hello. Hello. Sao em nghe gì vậy ta?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How was your day? Did you eat your breakfast? Did you eat your breakfast?
No, but I ate. I don't know the name of the food because it's not food. It's like uh not cake. Do you know bánh lọc? Bánh lọc.
Oh, yeah, I do. So you ate that?
Yeah. My
Oh my
mother
God.
bought it and bring it to Japan. Today,
Oh.
yes, today I ate it.
So
I
she
bring
bought
I
it. Oh,
Yes, she
she
bought
bought it
it.
for you.
Yes, and I bring them to a company and ate with đồng nghiệp.
Oh, with your colleges.
How you?
Oh, yeah. So, what did they say? Do they think that it's delicious?
Yes, delicious. But it's a vegan.
It's vegan?
Yeah,
Oh,
not meat not
I think that
include
I like
meat.
it better when it's vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just I don't know, like it's just better. So, okay, that was a great morning eating that gotta say like rice cake or whatever, like the vegan rice cake. Maybe they call it that. Maybe. Yeah, but I haven't eat that for a very long time. And honestly, recently I would just eat, like the chicken rice, you
Chicken
know.
rice.
Yeah, the cơm gà. You got a chicken rice, right? So it's kind of good. And you know, do you like sandwiches with jam?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think that is a very major breakfast for kids in the US or in like in England. Yeah, so they usually eat sandwiches with jam, strawberry jams or whatever, like peanut butter or whatever. I think that is very delicious.
Mm,
But
rice.
it's just like sometimes it would be kind of like if you eat it for every single day, you're gonna get bored of it. And you would
Mm,
love to, yeah, you would love to eat something like hotter or like a
mm,
lot of other flavors, just like bánh lẩu. Yeah. Oh, so okay. So today we're gonna learn about plan an event. Okay?
mm.
So before you listen or whatever, and I will have the vocabulary, still planning and running an event. So we're gonna read and listen again and repeat. Okay, so let's do it.
Read and listen. 1,
Send out the announcements.
2,
Set up the room.
3,
Set up the projector.
4,
Put up the signs.
5,
Check the sound system.
6,
A microphone. A mic.
7,
A handheld mic.
8,
A lapel mic.
9,
Hand out the agenda.
10,
A handout.
11,
Introduce the speaker. Introduce the guest.
12.
A podium.
Now listen again and repeat.
Okay,
Send out the announcements.
send out the announcement.
Set up the
Set,
room.
Oh,
set
let's
up
read it.
the room.
Set up the room.
Set up the projector.
Set
Set
up
up
the
the
projector.
projector.
Put up the signs.
Put up
Put
the
up the
signs.
signs.
Check the sound system.
Check the
Check the
sound
sound
system.
system.
A microphone. A
A
mic.
mic.
A
A
microphone.
mic.
A mic.
A handheld mic.
A
A handheld mic.
mic.
A lapel mic.
A lapel
A
mic.
lapel mic.
Hand out the agenda.
Hand out the agenda.
A handout.
A handout.
Hand out.
Introduce the speaker. Introduce the guest.
The speaker. Introduce the guest.
A podium.
A podium.
A podium ở chỗ nào?
Number 12. A podium.
A podium ở đằng sau. Trời ơi, số
Yeah.
12 ở cái chỗ.
Oh my God, you didn't see it? Okay. So we have sent out the announcements, set up the room, set up the projector, put up the signs, a microphone, a mic, a handheld mic, a lapel mic, hand out the agenda, and a handout. Introduce the speaker, introduce the guest, and a podium. Okay, so I would like you to read all of these phrases one more time so I could hear you clearly. Okay?
Okay. Send out the announcements. Set up the room. Set up the projector. Put up the signs. Check the sound system. A microphone. A mic. A handheld mic. A lapel mic. And hand out the agenda. A handout. Introduce the speaker. Introduce the guest. Introduce a podium.
No, we don't say introduce the podium.
No?
A podium
Podium.
là cái bục á chị, cái bục để mà mình đứng lên mình phát
Cái
biểu
bục
á.
này à?
Dạ.
À.
Oh my God.
I don't
And one more
understand
thing.
meaning.
Send out the announcements. It's not
Send out
the.
the
You said the. Oh my God. It's the
again.
announcements. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So the podium, a podium, it's like a place where you would stand and you would talk, okay, to the microphone. Cái đó là cái bục á chị, gọi là giống như là cái bục giảng á. A podium. Okay? So, we have the pair work. Which of the activities in the vocabulary have you done yourself or seen someone do? Which activities would you volunteer to do? Okay, so which of all of these have you ever done yourself or you seen someone do it?
The activities I done myself
Mm-hmm.
are set up the room.
Uh-huh.
Set up the projector. Hand out the agenda. A handout.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And which activities would you volunteer to do?
Volunteer. I think I introduce the speaker and the guest.
Oh,
Volunteer. Yeah.
oh, so you would like to introduce the speaker and you would like to uh the speaker is yourself. Introduce the speaker. It's oh no, it maybe someone else. Okay. So you must be like the MC,
Yeah,
the
yes.
one that's gonna introduce people. Okay. So you would like to introduce people. Me too. Okay. So we have this listening comprehension. Okay. So we're gonna listen to confirm, listen to the conversation, and check the items and equipment they mention. So we have agendas, announcements, coffee, desks, handheld mics, handouts, lapel mics, podiums, projectors, signs, snacks, and tickets. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna listen to confirm, okay?
Listen to the conversations and check the items and equipment they mention. Conversation 1.
Hello, Brian. Ginny, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ginny. What's up?
Listen, I want to get the preparations moving for the talks at next month's event. There are a few things we need to have done.
Great. How can I help?
Well, I've asked someone to create an announcement, but we need someone to send them out. Do you think you could find someone to do that?
No problem. That's easy. I'll get my brothers to do it. Is there anything else you need?
Well, I've also asked someone to print some signs for the event. Could you ask some people to help put up the signs that morning?
Sure. I'll talk to some of my friends. I'm sure they'll be willing to do it.
Conversation 2.
Hello, Myra. Ginny.
Hey, Jen. How are ya?
Great. Hey, thanks for volunteering to help with the event next month. As our tech person, there are a few things you should put on your to-do list for the morning of the event.
Okay.
We'll need someone to check the sound system in each room before 8:30. Is that okay?
Of course. I'll ask some of my colleagues to do that. They're really good.
And for the talks, we'll want each speaker to be able to choose a handheld mic or a lapel mic, okay? We don't want them to have to use the mic at the podium if they don't want to.
Understood. I'll make sure that they set up in each room.
And of course, we'll need someone to set up the projectors in each room, too.
Don't worry. They can do that, too.
Conversation 3.
Good morning, Lester. Ginny here.
Hi, Ginny.
Lester, I understand you already have a team of people ready to help out on the day of the event.
That's right. I've got 6 volunteers already.
Great. We'll need to get the chairs in each room set up before 8:30, about the same time that Myra's people will be checking the sound system.
Okay. How many people do you think there'll be in each room?
It would be great if you could have each room set up for about 30 to 40 people.
Will do.
And we'll need someone at the front table to hand out the agendas. And someone at the door to each room to give people any handouts for the talks.
No problem.
And Lester, do you think someone can introduce each speaker as well?
I may need to get a few more volunteers, but that should be no problem.
Good. They'll have to be free to stand at the podium to do that. So it can't be the same person that's handing things out.
Right. We'll work that out.
Thanks, Lester.
Okay. So, which items?
Announcements,
Announcements. Okay.
podiums,
Podiums. Okay.
handheld mic,
Handheld mics. Okay.
lapel mics,
Lapel mics. Okay.
projectors,
Projectors. Okay.
handouts,
Handouts. Okay, very good. What else?
that's all.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay, actually, it's gonna have agendas and
agenda.
signs. Yeah, it's gonna have those too. Okay, so now we will listen for main ideas. So we're gonna listen to that again, and we use the vocabulary and causative to complete the statements. So you ready? We're gonna have 3 conversations. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so let's do this.
Listen again. Use the vocabulary and the causative to complete the statements. Conversation 1.
Hello, Brian. Ginny, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ginny. What's up?
Listen, I want to get the preparations moving for the talks at next month's event. There are a few things we need to have done.
Great. How can I help?
Well, I've asked someone to create an announcement, but we need someone to send them out. Do you think you could find someone to do that?
No problem. That's easy. I'll get my brothers to do it. Is there anything else you need?
Well, I've also asked someone to print some signs for the event. Could you ask some people to help put up the signs that morning?
Sure. I'll talk to some of my friends. I'm sure they'll be willing to do it.
Conversation 2.
Hello, Myra. Ginny.
Hey, Jen. How are ya?
Great. Hey, thanks for volunteering to help with the event next month. As our tech person, there are a few things you should put on your to-do list for the morning of the event.
Okay.
We'll need someone to check the sound system in each room before 8:30. Is that okay?
Of course. I'll ask some of my colleagues to do that. They're really good.
And for the talks, we'll want each speaker to be able to choose a handheld mic or a lapel mic, okay? We don't want them to have to use the mic at the podium if they don't want to.
Understood. I'll make sure that they set up in each room.
And of course, we'll need someone to set up the projectors in each room, too.
Don't worry. They can do that, too.
Conversation 3.
Good morning, Lester. Ginny here.
Hi, Ginny.
Lester, I understand you already have a team of people ready to help out on the day of the event.
That's right. I've got 6 volunteers already.
Great. We'll need to get the chairs in each room set up before 8:30, about the same time that Myra's people will be checking the sound system.
Okay. How many people do you think there'll be in each room?
It would be great if you could have each room set up for about 30 to 40 people.
Will do.
And we'll need someone at the front table to hand out the agendas. And someone at the door to each room to give people any handouts for the talks.
No problem.
And Lester, do you think someone can introduce each speaker as well?
I may need to get a few more volunteers, but that should be no problem.
Good. They'll have to be free to stand at the podium to do that. So it can't be the same person that's handing things out.
Right. We'll work that out.
Thanks, Lester.
Okay. So conversation 1, Brian's going to get his
Events? No, no
events.
No,
No?
no.
To before the event.
It's
His who?
agenda,
No.
announcement. No.
No. Why don't you write that down? Khi mà mình nghe mình nên ghi lại gì? You should write it down. Didn't you write it down?
Yes.
You did, but you didn't hear it.
I write down some place, but I miss almost.
Okay. Do you want to listen to it again?
Yes.
Okay. Let's listen to it one more time to check
Listen
the answers,
again.
okay?
Use the vocabulary and the causative to complete the statements. Conversation 1.
Hello, Brian. Ginny, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ginny. What's up?
Listen, I want to get the preparations moving for the talk at next month's event. There are a few things we need to have done.
Great. How can I help?
Well, I've asked someone to create an announcement, but we need someone to send them out. Do you think you could find someone to do that?
No problem. That's easy. I'll get my brothers to do it. Is there anything else you need?
Well, I've also asked someone to print some signs for the event. Could you ask some people to help put up the signs that morning?
Sure. I'll talk to some of my friends. I'm sure they'll be willing to do it.
Conversation 2.
Hello, Myra. Ginny.
Hey, Jin. How are ya?
Great. Hey, thanks for volunteering to help with the event next month. As our tech person, there are a few things you should put in your to-do list for the morning of the event.
Okay.
We'll need someone to check the sound system in each room before 8:30. Is that okay?
Of course. I'll ask some of my colleagues to do that. They're really good.
And for the talks, we'll want each speaker to be able to choose a handheld mic or a lapel mic, okay? We don't want them to have to use the mic at the podium if they don't want to.
Understood. I'll make sure that they set up in each room.
And of course, we'll need someone to set up the projectors in each room, too.
Don't worry. They can do that, too.
Conversation 3.
Good morning, Lester. Ginny here.
Hi, Ginny.
Lester, I understand you already have a team of people ready to help out on the day of the event.
That's right. I've got 6 volunteers already.
Great. We'll need to get the chairs in each room set up before 8:30, about the same time that Myra's people will be checking the sound system.
Okay. How many people do you think there'll be in each room?
It would be great if you could have each room set up for about 30 to 40 people.
Will do.
And we'll need someone at the front table to hand out the agendas. And someone at the door to each room to give people any handouts for the talks.
No problem.
And Lester, do you think someone can introduce each speaker as well?
I may need to get a few more volunteers, but that should be no problem.
Good. They'll have to be free to stand at the podium to do that. So it can't be the same person that's handing things out.
Right. We'll work that out.
Thanks, Lester.
Okay, so number 1, Brian's going to get his.
I missed it.
You still missed it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. Where is it?
Listen
okay?
again. Use the vocabulary and the causative to complete the statements. Conversation 1.
Hello, Brian. Ginny, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ginny. What's up?
Listen, I want to get the preparations moving for the talks at next month's event. There are a few things we need to have done.
Great. How can I help?
Well, I've asked someone to create an announcement, but we need someone to send them out.
We need someone to send them out. Send out the announcements, okay?
Do you think you could find someone to do that?
Nope.
Do you think you could find someone to do that?
No problem. That's easy. I'll get my brothers to do it.
I'll get my brothers to do it. So Brian's going to get his brothers to send out the announcements
Announcement.
before the event.
Cái
Okay.
này xếp ngược lại. Cái đoạn này xong cứ nghe là có bị lạ lạ.
Nghĩa là cái câu causative, cái câu mà sai khiến nhờ bảo ai ấy chị, nghĩa là Brian sẽ nhờ anh em của mình đi gửi thông báo về cái sự kiện này. Nghĩa là Brian đi nhờ vả đi, nói chung là sai anh em của mình đi làm á. Thì cái câu này nó sẽ khác với những cái câu bình thường mà mình làm chị ha. Cho nên là ở đây mình sẽ tự ghép vào Brian's going to get his brothers to send out the announcements. Và nó sẽ không nói thẳng như vậy, nó sẽ nói I need someone to send out the announcement, but I don't know who. So could you get someone to do it for me? Oh, no problems. I'll get my brothers to do it. Mình sẽ tự hiểu là vậy thì cái người này sẽ nhờ vậy. Okay?
Is there anything else you need?
How about number 2? Did you hear it?
We'll also try to get ask some to some people, I don't know, but ask some anything to sign in the morning of the event.
No, it's not like that. Okay, let's listen to it.
Well, I've also asked someone to print some signs for the event. Could you
print some sign for the event, okay?
Could you ask some
Print
people to
some
help put up the
sign.
signs that morning?
Could you ask people? Could you ask some people to help put up the signs? Nghĩa là cô này cô sẽ đi in á, mà in xong ai sẽ là người để mà dán cái tấm biển lên á thì cô chưa có người. Cho nên cô này mới là could you ask some people to help put up the signs? Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
That morning?
Sure. I'll talk to some of my friends.
Okay, I'll talk to some of my friends. So we will use some people.
I'm sure they'll be willing to do it.
Okay, so number 2 is Brian. We also try to get some people to help put up the signs the morning of the event. Okay? Now, how about number conversation number 2? 3, Myers going to get her. No, you didn't hear it too? Okay.
Conversation 2.
Hello, Myra. Ginny.
Hey, Jin. How are ya?
Great. Hey, thanks for volunteering to help with the event next month. As our tech person, there are a few things you should put in your to-do list for the morning of the event.
Okay.
We'll need someone to check the sound system in each...
We'll need someone to check the sound system. Vậy thì cái câu này nghĩa là mình đã có đáp án đó là to check the sound system. Mà mình chưa biết là get ai, nhờ ai thôi.
In each room before 8:30. Is that okay?
Of course. I'll ask some of my colleagues to do that.
I'll ask some of my colleagues to do that. So Myra's going to get her colleagues to check the sound system in each room, and they'll make sure there's a choice of mics for each speaker. Okay. Now she's also going to get them to in each room. Get them what? Okay.
Do that. They're really good.
And for the talks, we'll want each speaker to be able to choose a handheld mic or a lapel mic, okay? We don't want them to have to use the mic at the podium if they don't want to.
Understood. I'll make sure that they set up in each room.
And of course, we'll need someone to set up the projectors in each room too.
Don't worry.
We'll need someone to set up the projector for each room too. Vậy thì câu số 4 là she's also going to get them to set up the projectors. Okay?
Don't worry. They can do that too.
Okay, now
Conversation 3.
Lester.
Good morning, Lester. Ginny.
Gì vậy trời? Going to get people to
volunteer.
Ginny here.
Hi, Ginny.
Lester, I understand you already have a team of people ready to help out on the day of the event.
That's right. I've got 6 volunteers already.
Great. We'll need to get the chairs in each room set up before 8:30.
We need to get the chair in each room set up before 8:30. Vậy thì là
about the same time that Myra's people will be checking the sound system.
Okay. How many
set
people
up?
do you think there'll be in each room?
It would be great if you could have each room set up for about 30 to 40 people.
Will do.
And we'll need someone at
So set up each room with enough chairs for 30 to 40 people.
someone at the front table to hand out the agendas. And someone at the door to each room to give people any handouts for the talks.
No problem.
And Lester, do you think someone can introduce each speaker as well?
I may need to get a few more volunteers, but that should be no problem.
Good. They'll have to be free to stand at the podium to do that.
They have to be free to stand at the podium to do that. So get people to hand out things and get someone to stand at the podium and introduce each speaker. Okay, this one is kind of hard for you.
Yes.
Okay, because it used the causative. Mình dùng cái câu sai khiến á chị. Nó sẽ khác với bình thường mình hay nghe bên IELTS ha. Okay, so now we will plan an event. So the group work, plan an event for your class, school, or community. Fill out the form, discuss each person's strengths and weaknesses, and assign who will be responsible for each activity. So we will try to plan an event. So let's see. We have some ideas. A special meeting, a talk or speech, an English practice day, a top-notch TV day, a top-notch pop karaoke show. So we'll try to make that. Are you organized or self-motivated? Do you procrastinate and put things off? That might be a bit difficult. I've got a lot on my plate. Gee, I'm sorry. I'll think of something. Let me see what I can do. Hey, I have an idea. How can I help? No sweat. Thanks a million. I owe you one. So we try to tell about the others, about their weaknesses and their strengths. Okay. Like Nathan's really organized. Why don't we get him to set up the meeting? I'm not really good with technology, but I can get people to do what? Get people to set up each rooms or whatever. I don't know. So we will try to plan an event. So what is the type of event?
Top-notch pop karaoke show.
Okay. Top notch karaoke show. Okay, top notch karaoke show. Now location.
Location. Hồ
Location.
Chí Minh.
What?
Hanoi Theater. Hanoi Theater. Hanoi Center Theater.
Okay. Oh. What is wrong with me? Okay, Hanoi Center. Center Theater. Okay, so now let's see. Date and time.
December 1st of December.
Okay, 1st of December 2023. And before the event, what do you need to get done before the event?
Need to prepare agenda. Prepare the agenda.
Okay.
Announcement.
Send out the announcements.
Yes. And
what else?
Prepare the agenda. Announcement.
Prepare. Okay. So
yes.
before that, we will send out the announcements.
Yes.
We will set up the room.
No,
We will set
I
up
don't think so.
No?
Yes, set up the projector,
Oh, projector. Okay.
uh, microphone, and
Check the
no,
sound
not
system.
yes, check the sound system,
And maybe people will need
handheld,
a handheld,
yes,
mic.
handheld.
Okay, and who will get it done? Who should get it done?
Ô, ban tổ chức này.
Okay, what is it called? It's like that group of people. What is it called?
Ừ.
Ban tổ chức tiếng Anh là gì? Quên mất tiêu rồi ta.
Chị cũng không biết từ đó luôn.
It's like the
Yes,
organization.
organizer. I think it's called organizer.
Really?
Mm.
And during the event, what do you need to get done at the event? What do we need to get done at the event, during the event?
What do you need to get done at the event?
Mm-hmm. It's like
Um,
during the time people were having fun. What are you supposed to do
xong cái gì?
what should you do
What?
during the event? You will
Um,
get some of your colleagues to check the sound system.
the sound system.
Get some people to hand out the mics, the handheld mics,
Mm.
and make sure it's working. It's not malfunction.
Mm.
Anything else?
Mm.
Hmm.
Intro, instruct, instruct, uh, instruct everybody to their seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Assign their
And
seats.
yes, and make sure the event will won't accident or big trouble.
Make sure the events don't run into any troubles.
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right, very good. Okay, I think that is it with our events, which is very easy. Let's move on to the review. We will have some things to do. Okay, so listen to each conversation and then complete the statements using cái gì vậy trời? Ủa, what the?
What the hell?
Em vô mà nó cứ kiểu nó vô xong nó nhảy ra. Okay, so mình sẽ dùng cái câu bị động mà sai khiến ha với have. Listen again, if necessary. So he would like to have his shoes repaired by tomorrow morning. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's try to listen to it. Okay.
Listen to each conversation. Then complete the statements using the passive causative with have. Listen again if necessary. Conversation 1.
I'd like to have this dress dry cleaned.
Okay, it'll be ready on Monday.
Actually, it's kind of urgent. Any chance I could have it by Friday?
I'll see what I can do.
Conversation 2.
I need to have these pants shortened. Can I get them back by Wednesday?
I don't know. We're pretty busy this week.
I'd really appreciate it.
We'll try, but they might not be ready until Thursday, okay?
Conversation 3.
I'd like to have a sign printed. Does it take long to do?
Just one sign? Not too long. You can have it by Thursday.
Gee, could I have it done a little sooner? I'm in a bit of a rush.
How about Wednesday? Is that okay?
That would be perfect. Thanks a million.
Conversation 4.
Can you do a rush job for me?
That depends. What do you need to have done?
I just need to have this picture framed. Can I have it by 4?
Today? I'm sorry, that wouldn't be possible. But I could have it for you first thing in the morning.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay, so number one, she would like
She'd like to have her dress cleaned by Friday.
dry clean by Friday. Okay, yeah. She would like to have her dress clean by Friday. And two, he would like to,
He needs to have
he needs
his
to,
pants prepared by Thursday.
is actually shorten.
Shorten.
By Wednesday. Okay. Three.
He'd like to have his pen.
He would like to what?
I don't know. Pen, maybe pen.
Assign printed.
Right, printed.
Yeah, assign printed.
By Wednesday.
Sooner than Thursday. It could be by Wednesday. And four, she would like to
Picture. Tell her piece to have her picture frame. Framed.
Okay. Cái từ frame này danh từ của nó sẽ là cái khung.
Đúng.
Nhưng mà cái không
Cái động từ là nó
cái
dùng
động
luôn
từ cái động từ nghĩa là giống như là mình
đóng khung cái bức
không
hình.
không không không
Đúng
động từ của nó khác. Động từ của nó là đang muốn, cũng có nghĩa là đóng khung, mà cũng có nghĩa là ví dụ như là kiểu như là ai đó đang vô tội, nhưng mà mình kiểu như là mình
Quy tội hay
mình
quy chụp hả?
không không phải là quy chụp luôn, mà giống như là như là chị bị lọt vô cái tròng, kiểu như là giống như là cái bẫy này để mà nó áp cái tội này lên mình á, dù là mình oan á, mình vô tội nhưng mà mình bị kiểu như là giống như mình bị vô tròng vậy á, kiểu như là nói chung là gọi là có cái từ tiếng Việt là cái gì em quên mất tiêu rồi, kiểu như là nói chung là mình nói chung là mình vô tội nhưng mà mình bị frame, mình bị ai đó frame, nghĩa là ai
Đổ
đó
tội.
đã đổ tội, đúng rồi, đổ tội, hay là người nào đó đã lên âm mưu để cho
Vu oan.
vu oan cũng không hẳn nữa,
Thế à?
giống như là she framed me là cô ấy từ từ để em search coi, tại vì em nhớ là kiểu giống như là ý là kiểu như là mình vô tội nha, nhưng mà mình lại bị thành ra là mình có tội, dù là mình đây she framed me. Let me see, để em xem nghĩa tiếng Việt. Someone has put the blame on you for something you didn't do. Nghĩa là kiểu như là người ta đổ tội cho mình một cái việc gì đó mà mình không hề làm á. Rồi em xem cái nghĩa tiếng Việt là gì? Cái từ tiếng Việt. À, nó có một cái là frame và flooded. Để em xem. Cái từ này cũng vui lắm chị, để chút xíu. Conspiracy against me, you must have. Nó không có từ tiếng Việt ta. Frame. Để em chút xíu. Frame. Nhưng mà nói chung là hư cấu tưởng tượng. Nói chung là có nghĩa là chị sẽ hiểu, có nghĩa là ai đó đổ tội một cái gì đó mà mình không hề làm cái việc này. Mình vô tội nhưng mà mình lại bị giống như là ai đó gán tội cho mình á. So it's called like someone frame someone. Frame ed hả chị ha? Frame y như vậy nè. Đó, thì cái frame này có nghĩa là cái khung hình, nhưng mà cũng có nghĩa là đổ tội cho ai đó, dù người đó
Ủa
vô.
nhưng mà cái frame ed này nó là động từ nguyên mẫu hả? Hay là nó đã được gọi là bị động từ rồi?
Đó là nguyên luôn á chị. Cái từ đó gọi là nguyên luôn á. Nghĩa là
Wow.
khi mà chị nói là frame không 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 có nghĩa là kiểu như là quá khứ đâu, mà nói chung là cái từ nó là như vậy luôn á. Frame. Okay. So this one, let's complete each question or request using the passive causative have. Okay. So
Can I have it?
can I have my
sweater dry cleaned?
Ủa, em ghi mới đây mà ta. Can I
Trời ơi, với cái cấu trúc này chị không thể nào nhớ được luôn ấy. Nó khó quá.
kiểu như là can I have nghĩa là ai đó làm cho tôi cái này được không? Can I have it? My sweaters dry clean by tomorrow. Nói chung là khi mà mình nhờ ai đó mình sẽ nói là can I have it please? Can I have it can I have it by tomorrow? Whatever. Okay, I'd like to
I'd like to have this skirt lengthened.
lengthen. Okay, I'd like to have this skirt lengthen. Okay.
Lengthen.
Ủa làm dài ra được hả ta? Đó giờ em tưởng là ngắn được thôi chứ không có làm dài được.
Sổ lại ra.
Dạ hả chị? Oh. Where can I?
Where can I have these pants shortened?
Okay. Where can I have these pants shortened? Okay. Could you
have this document copied?
have this document copied for me? Okay. Where did she
have her painting framed?
her painting frame? Okay. How much?
How much did he pay have his camera repaired?
Okay. How much did he pay to have his camera repaired? Okay, 7.
We'd I have some handouts print.
We'd like to have some handouts printed ASAP. Can I?
Can I have this package delivered?
By Friday. Okay. Delivered by Friday. Okay. All right. Next one. So let's complete each causative statements in your own way using the correct form of get. Remember to use the infinitive form of a verb. So after dinner last night, we
Get.
mình dùng quá khứ cho em. We got the waiter. Sau khi ăn tối thì mình sẽ kêu phục vụ làm gì?
Tiền.
To bring the check, bring the bill. So after dinner last night, we got the waiter to bring the bill. Last week, we
got our teacher um
to take us to the park.
check the homework.
Okay, we we got our teacher to check our homework. When I was young, my friends always
got me got me gave the money, borrow the money.
got me to borrow. No, nếu chị muốn nói là ý chị là ai? Ai mượn tiền ai?
Bạn
Bạn mượn tiền
luôn,
mình.
đúng.
Always got me to lend them money. Bạn mượn tiền mình thì mình phải
Đúng rồi,
là
mượn chứ
lend
không
them
phải lên.
money.
Yes, yes.
Đúng rồi, mình cho mượn á. Can you lend me some money? Còn nếu như mình xin mượn người ta, can I borrow? Okay? Now, when you arrive, you should
Get
get
the
the hotel
hotel to check-in.
to check the room for you, to make an appointment for you. Okay. Don't forget to
Get the
get the
doctor
doctor
to get
to
appointment.
to get the doctor to check the appointment to explain the dosage. Okay. I can never
Get my friends.
I can never to get my friends
Lend the money.
to to borrow their money. Không bao giờ mượn tiền được các bạn hết trơn á. Okay, to borrow their money. Okay, yeah. All right. So we still have the time. So I was just thinking about this. Oh, I just found this very very how to say informative channel on YouTube that you could show it to your to your son.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna share the screen for you to see.
it's YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Is it kid YouTube?
Oh my God, what is this? Okay, so the channel that I recently just signed up. Let me see. Let me see. What was the channel that I signed up? The Fable Cottage. Let me see. I just signed it up recently.
News Leaf. Cái gì vậy?
You see that? A lot of true crimes. I didn't watch it. I don't know why it shows up, but I don't know. Let me see. I signed it up recently. Let me just look it up. What was it? Uh oh. Did he watch this channel? So it's called like Leica Studios, and it has a lot of great stuff about it. Have you seen the movie Coraline?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Would you like your son to watch it, or maybe it's just a little bit too scary?
I
It's
don't
kind
think
of
so. I think he's okay when he watch this movie.
really.
Yes.
He thinks it's okay. Let me
He
see.
he
I watched it like recently. The cut. Oh,
he
here.
watched Annabelle and his was very scary.
He watched Annabelle. Oh, yeah. So this is channel that you could let him watch because it has very great accent and their cartoons is amazing. Here, just like Snow White. Okay, let's see. Snow White.
This is so cute.
It's very adorable. It has the UK English accent.
Snow White. A version of the tale by thefablecottage.com. Once upon a time, in a kingdom very far away, there lived a king and a queen. The king was handsome and kind. Everybody loved him.
So it used very easy vocabulary.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Easy
kids to learn. And it has
vocabulary
very
and
great colors, and the cartoons is
But the
amazing.
real ruler of the kingdom was his wife,
wow.
the queen.
The queen and
Before
stuff.
she became queen, she worked in the castle kitchen. She was very poor, but she was also very beautiful and funny and very good at Scrabble. So the king fell
Scrabble.
in love with her and married her. The king loved the queen very much, but the queen was always afraid that the king would meet someone more beautiful. Luckily, the queen had a magic mirror. The mirror saw everything and knew everything. Every day, the queen looked at herself in the mirror and asked, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all?" And the mirror replied, "You are, my queen. You are the most beautiful woman in the whole world."
So it's
The
called
queen
the
was happy.
Fable Cottage.
She knew
I'm
there was
gonna send it to
nobody in the
you.
world as beautiful as her. But one day, everything changed. The queen stood in front of the mirror and asked her usual question. "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all?"
Wow.
And the mirror replied, "You are very beautiful, my queen, but the most beautiful woman in the world is
Snow White.
Snow White." The queen was shocked. "Who is this Snow White?" she asked the mirror. "Snow White works in the castle kitchen. She has hair black as night, lips as red as roses, and skin as white as snow.
She's
As of
not beauty.
8 a.m. this morning, she is a wee bitty bit more beautiful than you,"
Bitty bitty bit beautiful.
yelled the queen. She stomped her feet. She pulled her hair. Then she sat down and sobbed. "I will lose everything." The queen was afraid, and that fear turned her heart cold and hard. She called a trusted hunter to her room.
The hunter.
"Find the girl, Snow White," she ordered. "Take her far, far away. Take her deep into the woods." And then the queen looked deep into the hunter's eyes. "She must never come back." The hunter found Snow White and took her into the forest. When they reached the deepest, darkest part of the forest, the hunter stopped. "Go," he whispered. "Run fast and far and don't ever go home." Snow White watched the hunter disappear. "Well, I can't go home now," she muttered.
Snow White is so beautiful,
She
though.
looked around at the dark and silent forest. It started to rain. "But I can't stay here either. Okay, feet, let's go." Snow White ran and ran. She ran across a stream, up a hill, and down into a dark valley. She ran all morning. By midday, her pale skin and rosy cheeks were covered in mud and scratches. By early afternoon, her long black hair was full of sticks and leaves. By night, she was not beautiful anymore. She was tired, hungry, and shivering with cold. But then, Snow White smelled wood smoke in the air. She followed the smell and found a cottage in the woods. There was a warm, golden glow from the windows. She knocked on the door. "Hello?" she called out. "Is anyone home?" There was no answer. She pushed the door open and went inside. Inside the cottage were 7 tiny beds, 7 tiny chairs, and a roaring fire. A big table was covered with dirty dishes. Snow White was very hungry and thirsty. She found some bread and ate the whole loaf. She found some milk and drank the whole bottle. Then she sat in front of the fire to get warm. And just like that, she fell asleep. When she woke up, there were 7 dwarfs standing around her. Snow White rubbed her eyes. "Who are you?" she said.
"This is our house," said one dwarf angrily. "Who are you?"
"Shh, you'll scare her," said another.
"She's a giant. She scares me,"
said yet another. "Can I stay with you?" asked Snow White. "It seems I can't go home." The dwarfs whispered amongst themselves.
"Okay,"
they agreed.
"but only if you help us wash the dishes. We hate washing dishes."
"It's a deal," said Snow White. And so Snow White found a new home with the 7 dwarfs. Every morning she washed the dishes. And every morning as the dwarfs left for work, they said,
"Be careful. Don't open the door for anyone. And thank you for washing the dishes. We really hate washing dishes."
Back at the castle, the queen was feeling better. She thought Snow White was gone forever, but she was still a little afraid. "Come and play Scrabble with me, my love," shouted the king from the bottom of the stairs. "You can go first." "Maybe later, dearest," replied the queen. She stood in front of her magic mirror. "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all?" The mirror replied, "You are very beautiful, my queen. But the girl Snow White is the most beautiful woman in the world." "Snow White is alive?" shouted the queen. "She is living with the 7 dwarfs in the forest," said the mirror. "Last night she was not very beautiful, but as of 1 p.m. today, she is more beautiful than you."
"Rats!"
shouted the queen. She went to her closet and got her old coat and old boots. "I'll have to kill her myself." She ran out of the palace, jumped into her fastest carriage, and sped off towards the forest. Snow White was reading beside the fire when there was a knock on the door. "Knock, knock!" She peeked through the window. There was a woman holding a basket of fruit. The woman had a beautiful face, but she was wearing an old dress and old boots.
"Fruit! Fresh fruit! Apples and bananas and pears and oranges!"
"Oh, I want some fruit," thought Snow White. The woman saw Snow White through the window.
"Hello, dear,"
said the woman.
"Do you want some fruit? I have delicious apples today."
"I love apples," said Snow White. "But I'm not supposed to open the door for anyone. Those apples might be poisoned."
"Oh, how silly,"
said the woman. She cut an apple in half.
"Here, you can taste half, and I will eat the other half. That way you know it's not poisoned."
Snow White opened the door. The woman gave 1/2 of the apple to Snow White and ate the other half. When Snow White saw the woman eating the juicy apple, her mouth watered. She couldn't stop herself. She took a big bite of the apple. Almost immediately, Snow White fell to the ground. The apple was poisoned, but only on 1/2. The queen sighed with relief. Quickly, she got back into her carriage and rode back to the castle. When the dwarfs arrived home, they found Snow White lying on the floor. They tickled her feet. They poured cold water on her face. But she didn't wake up.
"Is she dead?"
asked one dwarf.
"She doesn't seem to be alive,"
said a second. And so the dwarfs made a glass coffin for their beloved friend. They set it on a table in a beautiful part of the forest, surrounded by flowers. Snow White lay there for over a year, through spring, summer, autumn, and winter. One day, a prince from a different kingdom was walking through the forest with his dog. he saw Snow White's strange glass coffin. He brushed off the leaves and saw Snow White inside. Just then, he tripped over his dog and knocked the coffin off the table. Snow White rolled out of the coffin and onto the grass. "Oh no, oh dear, oh fiddlesticks!" the prince shouted. But then an amazing thing happened. The piece of poisoned apple that was stuck in Snow White's throat fell out, and she began to cough. The prince rushed to help her. "Apples!" she coughed. "I beg your pardon?" said the prince. "No, more apples." That night, the queen stood in front of the magic mirror and asked her question. "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of all?" And to her surprise, the mirror said, "You are very beautiful, my queen, but Snow White is again the most beautiful woman in the world." "What?" screamed the queen, and in her anger she picked up a shoe and threw it at the mirror. The mirror smashed into 1,000 pieces, and the magic inside it was released. "No!" screamed the queen. She collapsed on the floor and fell into a deep sleep. While she slept, the queen had a strange dream. In her dream, she was dancing in hot iron shoes. Her feet burned and burned, but she couldn't stop dancing. When the queen woke up from this terrible dream, it was morning. The sun was shining, and the queen felt different. The magic mirror's spell was broken, so she didn't feel anxious or jealous anymore. She felt free. She went downstairs to find her husband. She really wanted to play Scrabble. And what happened to Snow White? The dwarfs were very happy to see Snow White alive. They invited the prince for dinner. When the prince learned that nobody liked washing dishes, he bought them a dishwasher. Everybody lived happily ever after.
Wow. This one is so amazing. I think that your son is gonna love it. This one is for kids. It's
Nhưng mà nó
very
sẽ không xem được cái nào quá dài đâu. Kiểu như
Ờ,
toàn một cái
có mấy
story
cái mà
nó hơi
có mấy cái mà nó
bị
cỡ
dài á.
4 phút rồi chị, có mấy cái nó
À,
cỡ
đây
4
này,
nè,
đây
2 phút nè.
em phải xem cái mà Gravity Falls này. Tức là những cái nào phải hài hài và bự bự một tí, hoặc là The Wind and the
The City
Sun.
Mouse and the
Yes,
Country Mouse. Nhiều lắm chị, mấy cái ngắn như vậy nè.
chị đã
Chicken
vào
Little
để chị
Rapunzel.
follow kênh rồi.
Em hôm bữa em mở thử mà tự nhiên em thấy wow, xong em kiểu phải follow liền luôn á. Kiểu nó kể chuyện rất là
Nhìn hấp
hay.
dẫn à.
Mình người lớn mà mình còn thích nữa. Chị con nít. Em cũng phải gửi cho chị của em kiểu cho cháu xem đi tại vì rất là hay. It's very amazing. Nó mới như đang gần đây không ta? Hay là lâu rồi không đăng ta? 4 tháng rồi hả? 4 tháng rồi nó không đăng, trước đó là cũng hay. Okay. So I think that your son is gonna love this channel. It has like có 3 phút này chị. Cái này có 1 phút 51
Yes,
giây nè. 2 phút.
yes.
Có cái này là nó dài thôi á. Còn lại là ngắn ngủn à. Hay là Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay. So you that is the for lesson for it's very easy. Cái này dễ thương lắm chị. This one is very
Okay.
easy. The city mouse and the country mouse. Dễ thương lắm chị. Okay? So please remember to do your homework and I'll see you next Friday. Okay? Can you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe, might be. Okay, so I guess I'll see you next Friday. So
Friday.
goodbye. See you.